Because you see, I'm a New York Knicks fan. Die hard, lifelong. There is no owner, I repeat, no owner that has been complained about more than James Dolan. I'm here to tell you right now. Now, I understand over the last couple of years it's been a bit different because the Knicks have become interesting. But you talk about over the previous 20 to 25 years, you know, an owner, and they complained about James Dolan more than Donald Sterling. Yeah. And that man been going a decade. That's how bad it was in New York City. So what was the reason they complained about? Because the billionaire was a bully all the time. Billionaires being bullies ain't very normal. Very, very normal. They live by different rules and regulations. We might talk about them and the whole bit, but in the end, their behavior doesn't catch us off guard when bullying comes into the equation because some flex more flagrantly and conspicuously than others, but they all flex. This is what they do. So now, we got to get to the heart of what the real problem is with the Dallas Cowboys. Aside from the fact that they suck, aside from that, here's the bigger problem. One could argue there were more Lions fans than Dallas Cowboy fans at that game this past weekend. We saw folks in the stands chanting for the Lions in Jerry World. Wait a minute now. This is the same dude that sat up there and called the meeting with the whole Colin Kaepernick thing when ultimately it was politicized by the then president. It turned into something that it wasn't. And Jerry Jones was like, yo, when everybody was taking a knee, locking arms and stuff like that, Jerry Jones said, hold on, this is Texas. And in this place, it's a little bit different. And they hold on to a level of patriotism. And if you compromise that in any way, it will affect your bottom line. Let me assure you, if it affects your bottom line, if it affects my bottom line, it's going to affect yours. That's the message he sent to that team. You know I'm telling the truth. So what I'm saying to you is that he sits up there and looks at his bottom line. We asked this question. Headlines. The success of the Dallas Cowboys, the $10 billion brand when the average salary or the average worth of a franchise in the National Football League is valued at a little under $6 million. His is valued over 10. Right. And obviously the nationally televised games, the Dallas faithful everywhere, Cowboy Nation and all of this other stuff. And they in your stadium? Chanting for the Detroit, not the Pittsburgh Steelers, not the Patrick Mahomes Kansas City Chiefs, not Lamar Jackson, the Baltimore. They're chanting for the Detroit Lions in your house. You're damn right he was rattled. And that's what we got to pay attention to.
For sure.
Can I just say this too?
Stephen A., I think the thing. Go ahead, Shay. Go ahead.
Okay, I was going to say, what did people used to do where the Knicks were horrible? They used to go to the MSG and put on a show because they were going to be seen, and now this is what's happening in Jerry's world. You're in prime time all the time, and these really good players feel like they can go to Jerry's world and put on a show and embarrass the Dallas Cowboys. And it feels similar to what it used to be like for the Knicks.
Go ahead, Shannon.
Go ahead, Shannon.
You had something to say.
Normally what happens, guys, billionaires, they like to flex their power behind the scenes because they don't want to give, oh, I would never do that. That's not who I am. For this man to come out and let you hear him publicly say, I'll get somebody else in here that'll ask me more favorable questions. It won't question whether or not I'm good at what I do or not. And, man, I was like, Jerry, really? And see, that's what it's all about, Steve.
Shannon, hold on one second. Hold on one second, Shannon, because I understand what you're saying. But I just want, let's not act like we're surprised. Right. I don't want nobody to act like they surprised. I get what you're saying, Shay, about how you felt about him saying that, but there's history with Jerry knowing that he will resort to flexing his power over certain people when he don't agree. All right, so I just don't want America to act like, oh my God, I didn't know Jerry would resort to that. Yeah, what's up, brother?
Swagoo. We saw him try to get Roger Goodell out of his office because he disagreed with you. Because he tried to get Roger Goodell. He tried to swing the other owners. They're like, hey, this man tried to get one of my favorite players, one of my best players. Let's get him up out of here. So we're not surprised by that. Stephen A., this is where I'm going to push back. Jerry's bottom line is not impacted by anything because whether they win 16 games, go to the Super Bowl, or they win 2 games, Jerry Jones, the Cowboys, is a brand that's going to make money. That's why he don't.
Regardless.
I get it, Swag. You say he wants to win.
Yeah, but if you think for 1 second, if you think for 1 second, him being in that stadium, listening
100%.
to the fans chanting for the Lions, had no effect on him. Sorry,
that's right.
We disagree there.
I just hope somebody in there.
No, Stephen, I'm saying he gonna make $500 million whether they go to the Super Bowl or they go 6-11.